It was a snowy day, and the princesses had all gathered together to see Queen Elsa's new skating rink. "Wow!" cried Cinderella. "Can you show us how to skate?" she asked. "Of course," agreed Elsa. "I'll just get changed." And off she went. With her skating clothes on, she was soon gliding around the rink. After a short while, Elsa asked Cinderella if she would like a turn. "Yes, please," she said, and Elsa changed back into her clothes. "I'll meet you back at the palace," she told the princesses, and climbed aboard the My Little Pony Express. On the way, she picked up an inside-out egg and popped it onto the train. At the palace, Elsa opened the egg to find Ango inside. Meanwhile, back at the ice rink, Cinderella got changed and then began skating around on the ice rink. "This is so much fun," she smiled. After her turn, Cinderella changed back into her dress and climbed aboard the train. She stopped by some surprise eggs. "Which one shall I choose?" she wondered, but then decided on the frozen egg and popped it onto the train. When Cinderella arrived at the palace, she opened the egg to find Olaf inside. "What a handsome fella," chuckled Olaf, and the other snowmen agreed. "I would love a turn at skating now," smiled Belle, and she got changed. Belle loved skating and swirled around on the ice. After a short while, she changed back into her dress to let Princess Anna have a turn. Belle stopped at the My Little Pony egg and popped it onto the train. At the palace, Belle opened the egg to find Fluttershy inside. Back at the skating rink, it was Princess Anna's turn, and she changed into her skating clothes. had a lovely time whirling on the ice, but soon let Rapunzel have a turn and hopped onto the train. She spotted a princess egg on the way to the palace and popped it onto the train. She opened the egg to find Snow White inside. Rapunzel was the last princess to skate, and she really enjoyed it. Afterwards, she climbed on board the train. She found a Disney egg on the way to the palace. She opened the egg to find Dumbo inside. The princesses agreed they'd had great fun on the ice rink and some lovely surprises too. Thanks for watching our video. Here's another one you may have missed.